Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new episode of the Veneto FM Podcast. Now, I'm not sure which episode this is, and I think I'm going to decide on a new name also. But welcome to the podcast. Anyways, so this is like a creation of mine that I came up with. And I started to think about some subjects to talk about, but I did forget about all of them. So, yeah. There's quite a few podcasters out there, and I really recommend that you start your own one if that is something that you enjoy. Actually, I had one topic in mind, which is probably going to be the topic for this video, and that is what is spiritual enlightenment. So, I think it relates to our subject of living a good life also, and living life to its like highest capacities and stuff like that. I actually really enjoy to listen to podcasts. I don't think I've ever listened to a podcast that I really didn't like. So that is kind of what is driving me, that I think that you guys will enjoy this a lot. So yeah, decided to give my own podcast finally a shot, because actually even since my teenage years, I was kind of dreaming of having my own talk show. I thought that would be awesome, and I really actually enjoy talking a lot. So I just haven't done it a lot. I've been like in silence a lot. Making music, you don't really talk when you are making music at all that much. But yeah, I got some new stuff coming up. I think actually the release date is tomorrow for my new EP, so be sure to listen to that. It's available on all streaming platforms like on Friday, and today is Thursday, right? Yeah, today is Thursday, so yeah, that kind of news I got for you. And actually, I wanted to talk about spiritual enlightenment. I've read some books on like yoga and stuff like that, and I think spiritual enlightenment, it can be called, I think, moksha, which means that your default state goes up. Like you're just a more happy human being when you are in moksha. So I think moksha should be the topic of this discussion. And moksha means literally that you train yourself to basically becoming a healthy adult that is happy. So I think that's what moksha means. Just let me Google it. Google it quickly. Moksha. Yeah, it's like the purpose of life is moksha, where Atman is joining into Brahman. And that is how the person is apparently liberated from samsara. And there's actually a group of people called sadhu, which are dedicating their whole lives to achieving moksha. So yeah, I think that is pretty cool. So looking for moksha right now. This is funny because I haven't really been talking that much lately, and I am actually kinda getting a little bit of a sore throat from even talking this much. So it's pretty funny to realize. So this podcast for me, it's really a creative opportunity to express myself through my words, which without the podcast isn't possible. So I think it's about time to get this podcast started for real. So here I am talking with you right now. And as far as I'm concerned, I do have now a few listeners for my show. At least that's what YouTube is telling me, that every video is getting some views. So there's people watching. So thanks a lot for everybody who has been listening and watching to my stuff. That really means the world to me. So moksha is spiritual liberation, and it can be achieved in life, and there's even methods to do it. There are actually like mystical traditions that have been designed to liberate humanity, and that is actually one of my interests, and I have read many books on that subject. So yeah, that's pretty cool, I think, because life is suffering, right? That's at least what they tell you, that life is suffering. Now, I'm not sure if that is true or not. For me, has been pretty good lately. A lot of things to do, and that is keeping me busy. And sometimes it's just important to stay busy with your projects and things you're doing, because they can really take you places and they can be incredible for other people as well. If you are, for example, helping people through a podcast or stuff like that, that can be really incredible and life changing for people. So be sure to do that also sometimes. If you need me telling you what to do anyway, right? Because I don't, I'm not sure if I would take my own advice, to be honest. Probably not. Yeah. But yeah, it's summer right now here in Finland. So it's been really warm and everything is rolling pretty smoothly. So yeah, I think I can go to my blog here and check out what have I been talking about. The internet is super slow for some reason. Blog. How to achieve. How to achieve. How to achieve infinite success. It definitely feels like I am like a person talking on stage right now. Cause they do this right. Where there's like a public speaker. So these days you can like just public speak to your computer and 1,000 people can see you, can listen to it. So that's pretty cool. That's like giving a speech in front of an audience for like, if you do it every week, then every week you're giving a speech in front of an audience, and that is pretty cool. Yeah, so spiritual liberation is moksha, and I think that you guys would be interested in learning more about that, because, well, yeah, spiritual liberation, moksha. So how to achieve real freedom in life and how to live a happy life. I think that is also one question that religion is all about, is that what is a happy life all about, and how do we live a happy life. That has been like a subject for me in my work, that because I'm an entrepreneur and I write stuff. So that's one of the things I want to write about is that how can we live better? How can we live a great life? That's like I think it's a really important subject to talk about. And this is really funny doing this podcast because I'm it's like talking to a wall, right? When I'm talking to this computer microphone, it's like talking to a wall for like 1 hour straight. So yeah, people who do podcasts, that's weird. Making a podcast is weird. This time I'm doing this talk without cuts. Like I'm not cutting my speaking at all. So I want to see how far I can take this epic mission of making a podcast episode. Like, can it be 1 hour long? Because 1 hour, maybe that's a good mark to try to hit. Like, try to make 1 hour talk. I think most people who make 1 hour talks on YouTube, they tend to get quite a bit of views, I think. At least when you do it for an extended period of time. Like, of course, when you are first starting out, you won't have many people that are aware of you, but you just really need a lot of people to be aware of you to make a big YouTube channel. Like, literally, the awareness of people about you is like a key thing in how much money you will be making. So yeah. Okay, so how to achieve infinite success? That is actually a blog post that I've made, and I'm saying we all want to be successful, and as God's children, we deserve it, and success is our birthright. That's why I've chosen to write on this topic. You might want to write on your journal on what does your success look like. The path of creativity, 30-day challenge, 80-20, just getting started, more text, very productive. And I'm mentioning a book. So if you haven't yet, do check out my blog uh, over on Veneto FM. That is the name of the website that the blog is on. And join the mailing list if you want to learn more. And stay tuned for more texts and more writings from me. Because it's really awesome, just getting. I used to have, back in the day, I used to have like 80 followers. And now I have like thousands of followers. So it's really opened my eyes to what is possible in online business, and also how good life can be. Because I think this is the good life, just talking to a microphone and making a little bit of money like this. It's just great. It just makes me very grateful for my life, and really makes me grateful that I like do this online entrepreneurship, because it's a lot more important to me to make it in my own projects rather than be dependent on a boss, for example. Be dependent on one person giving me all the money that I need, rather doing my own thing online. So it means that if I were working a day job all the time, then I would have made a lot more money, but this to me is like what happiness is all about. It's like waking up late and just making my own business. And I think that this will really, really start to count in the long term. And it's really awesome to get to talk to you guys also. So yeah, that's some of my thoughts on this online entrepreneurship. So yeah. It's been now 15 minutes and I want to make this talk a little bit longer one. Maybe it can render the video overnight. But I really am starting to see that podcasting is actually, it's pretty hard work, and really people who do this a lot, I don't know what kind of thing they are on, because this is really like, I don't know, takes a lot of brain power to come up with subjects all the time. But it's actually like a spiritual thing also to be silent sometimes. Really be silent. But I think for me, the days of being silent on YouTube are over, and now it's time to talk. And I'm like, this is like the third episode that I'm doing, and I'm getting this impulse to just cut the video. I mean, cut the audio tape, but probably I am not, and rather I would just keep talking. But we will have many subjects in the future, so because I aim to make these videos like once per week now. So maybe I should also buy a camera so I could film this instead with the camera. Would probably be cool. I will be investing that in the future. And I need to add that life is also long. It's short, right? But life is also long, and there is enough time to do a lot of things. Like podcasting, like if someone hasn't started a podcast right now and they are thinking of starting one, then it's always a great idea to just get started with it and stop worrying about things like follower counts and if people are gonna like it or not, because actually there are people who are gonna like your podcast. It's just the way it works, and it's never too late. For example, if you don't play the piano right now and you are like less than 85, then it's okay to start. And even if you are 85, then it's still okay to start. There's way too much emphasis on things that we learned as very young people, and way too little emphasis on things that are all about the process and can be started when we are older. I think it's all about somehow that you're supposed to be 24 years old and a millionaire rather than learn about personal finance in your 40s and start to make money in your 40s instead. And yeah, so they really, I think, for example, I started to make music when I'm like 23 years old. I started to produce. I think I was almost 25. And some people got started when they were like 14 and they produced to till they're 25, and they had like 10 years of more experience than me. And I used to think that I'm like I'm late to the business and it's all over already. It's just like none of us got, if you're like the same age as me, which I'm thinking most of my listeners probably are. Many are older also, but and younger too. But we didn't invest in Silicon Valley. So you didn't invest in Silicon Valley, and you didn't get any .com boom money, and also missed the very early days of YouTube when people started to come in and there was not so many content creators. But I think the real gold rush is now. Now is the present moment, and if you want to do something, then the time to do it is now. Of course, because life, like Eckhart Tolle said, life exists in the present moment. Right? Life exists in the present moment. So stop worrying about the future and stop thinking and dwelling on the past, and just look at this moment and you will be happy. If you just become aware, really aware of what is presently true right now. Like what's really true? not what we think about it, but if you're present like this, then even bad situations can be happy for you. And that is moksha. Even bad things can be really happy because when you are, for example, if you're hitting the gym, that's like a stress you're putting your body into. But there is an enjoyment to hitting the gym. There still is enjoyment in the pain. And that is the same actually with emotional pain. You are making your, in tantric yoga actually they say that you are making your energy body, in tantra, they say that you are making your energy body stronger if you are present with yourself when you are feeling intense emotions. So yeah, the life happens in the present moment, so stop worrying about the future and stop caring about the past because those things are outside of our control, and really be aware of the present moment. Take some nice breaths and like it all will be okay. Trust me, everything will be okay. I do believe that. And even hardship can be a blessing. That's actually what people said after the Second World War, even that the war made them better humans. That they started to really appreciate life a lot more when it was almost taken from them. So bad stuff can like that. It can definitely be seen also in a positive light, and that's what our us people are like. To be human, it's to be like this really beautiful, like a genetic expression of nature, and a real survivor. By the way, to be a human is to be a real survivor of really hard stuff. Even I know a lot of us, like me and you listeners out there, you who's listening, have gone through some really hard stuff, and still we are okay. Like still we are smiling, still we are joking, still we are living and being grateful. I do believe that. And I definitely don't mean this to upset anyone that your hard stuff is good. No, there's some really hard stuff, but that's how you get to know your strength is through that hard stuff also. Like said, people after the Second World War, they said that the war made them better people. So yeah, right now it's 23 minutes into the podcast, and I am, I don't know. But it's really the most awesome feeling because when I started out doing YouTube, I was thinking always it's not me that can get all these followers and people won't be. I had all these limiting beliefs that nobody will listen to me, like I don't have anything cool to say. I'm not like those cool kids who have 1 million followers after doing a lot of YouTube. And then I kind of realized that that's just a limiting belief that actually there are people who will be interested in what I have to say, and that I can really help people and have some fun times doing YouTube also. So I got started a few years back because as a child, I used to make videos, but then I stopped. I stopped and I started to do a lot of other things like kind of get into alcohol and just not doing, got out of school and kind of living just. But then I got into meditation, and finally after that I got into entrepreneurship. And here I am sitting in front of my computer and talking with myself, which people all are listening to. If you are hearing this, then you are that person. So yeah. And this summer it's been a good summer thus far. And I'm hoping that it would never end, but I guess it will someday. And then the winter comes, and then it's again the summer. Hmm. I really enjoy to listen to podcasts myself, and I really know what a podcaster can mean to his or her audience. It can be a really important figure in someone's life, someone who creates a creator of content, basically someone who is posting to the internet and someone's following that person who is following can really get some life-changing results from this person who is creating the talk show or the podcast or the blog post or the writing, because that's just how it works. Because I've really followed some people and I've really gotten life-changing results from following people. Because people can be really an inspiration to you or a source of new information. And for example, I think that I might be a source of information on entrepreneurship going further as my business grows for you, the listener. At least for some of you. Like maybe not everybody is meant to do a podcast also, but I think that a lot of you will perhaps also try your hands at doing like a podcast or something like that, and that to me is pretty cool. So that's just some of my thoughts on it. And this is actually funny because like when I'm with some of my old friends, I tend to talk like this. Like I can go on for like 2 to 3 hours at a time, and they just have to listen to everything that I'm saying. Like I can literally talk for 3 hours straight. But lately I'm just been so focused on producing music that I haven't talked. I literally, ever since I started to make music like 3 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, uh, I literally stopped talking as much as I used to when I was growing up. Like I was literally, it's like saying that I was a talkative person, but I am no more. So that's pretty funny. I even got a job as salesperson, but actually I enjoy this a lot more. This like just talking about things, I guess, and not, of course not. No, I'm not trying to sell you anything, right? But well, I enjoy this talking on tape a lot, and I actually am pretty talkative as a person, so I tend to talk quite a bit. But just having have been making music for the last 4 years, so then I'm starting to realize like what has happened to my life. Because I used to live a much different life. Like I think we all go through different periods in our life when we are simply focusing on different things. And music for me was one of those periods when I was simply so focused on becoming a good music producer that I literally stopped doing everything else. And I just listen to music on my computer and try to reproduce it, try to make my own versions of it. And I took a few courses and started my blog and now this YouTube channel also. And then I realized like what the hell, it has been like 4 years and I haven't like went out and had a beer like I used to do all the time. Literally just go out and have beer or like walk around the city or like skateboard. I used to do like longboarding and stuff like that. And now I'm thinking that also I got actually involved in something that I will probably talk about in its own specific episode about psychiatry and how I'm like a psychiatric patient. I know it sounds bad, but it's not really the whole truth about it anyway. Because I don't actually think that I am mentally ill. I don't think that I have a real mental illness. I think that I got a diagnosis from a doctor that simply didn't like me and gave me a diagnosis because of that, if I'm telling you the real honest truth right now. But yeah, like I said, music, it has taken lots of focus, just learning it from scratch, like not knowing how to put a track together into knowing how to make like original music. That was like a period in my life, and I still do make music quite a bit, but I am feeling that I really wanted to get out this summer and do other things, but now I'm stuck here in this mental hospital and yeah, stuck here in this mental hospital and been not being able to go outside that much. But yeah, I think this should be the podcast for now. I guess I got it all out of my system. Or maybe I should tell you more things. I'm not sure. This is probably going to be the episode right now. So hey, thanks for listening and thanks for tuning in, and be sure to hit that like for me because it really helps out the channel to grow a lot. And if you didn't, subscribe and go to Veneto.fm and check out my blog there, and also subscribe, and please come to Discord. I will be posting the Discord link later to my blog, or I can also leave it in the comments section, probably the description. Or I'm just going to post it on Veneto.fm so you can find it there. Discord. It's not up right now, but I am working on it, so anyway, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for the Discord server coming up. So thank you for listening and have a nice day.